What's going on, good people? Well, my name is Claude, and what I'm doing is creating a little vlog. Um, just somewhere to throw some thoughts down and share with the world. Hopefully, it's more of a meditative. Right now, it's more of a meditative tool for myself, but I'm hopeful that somebody can get something out of it. So it's kind of like a video journal, maybe slash things that's going on in my mind, things that I'm thinking about. I have all these thoughts all the time, and sometimes I don't really have a place to put them. Social media is not it for me. I use it sometimes to put things out there, but a lot of times you get responses that you don't necessarily agree with. Sometimes they come back cool, depending on the venue you're sharing them at. So I feel like I can share it here in this little video outlet, and hopefully it becomes productive for not only myself but maybe some other people. So maybe just get you a laugh, a joke of the day, or whatever thoughts that might pique your interest, and maybe give you a little tidbit to move on steady to your time. So, first, I'm trying to keep these short. First of all, I'm trying to keep these short, and they're not really. I'm gonna try to keep them like kind of like unrehearsed. Obviously, think of a topic before I start videoing, but just kind of speak from the hip and speak from the heart and see how it resonates and how things go. So, my first thing I want to share with you is a quote that I use myself to keep me balanced and bring me back into the right space and help me keep things in perspective. Those who don't know about me, I work in the social services field, also the housing field for people struggling with homelessness, and it can be a stressful, inducing job, especially I think any job when you work in to serve and help people, and you kind of got, especially the underprivileged and the people who've been through rough times in their life. A lot of times you are become the outlet for some of their issues and their anger and their frustrations, and this is something you kind of got to deal with, but you got to remain professional because you are basically a gatekeeper for people, holding resources from them one way or another. So you try to do that in the most productive and positive way as possible, and try not to let your other personal issues and things come back and affect how you deliver services. So real quick, I want to share a quote with you guys. The quote is, your every thought affects your vibration, and that is all that affects your vibration. Your vibration is the only thing that ever affects your outcome. I pulled from I don't know where I got that quote from, right? But it's pulled kind of in goes with the 12 universal laws, specifically speaking, the law of vibration, which says like everything is in motion and everything has a vibration and is moving at different frequencies. And you think about the law of vibration, a lot of things I like to think are connected to the law of attraction, meaning like things attract each other. So basically, put it all in perspective. If something I want is vibrating at this level, I need to raise my vibration to meet that. And it's that's really super layman terms and not getting really deep into it. But if you're not you never heard of the 12 universal laws, and the law of attraction is a really um, popular one to look into, and law of vibration too, talking about raising your frequency, low vibrational thoughts versus high vibrational thoughts. So I think bringing that all in perspective, it shakes down to focus on what we have control over. When you look at cognitive behavior therapy, it likes to say, it speaks to the point that your thoughts affect your feelings slash emotions, and your feelings slash emotions is what affects your behavior. So the purpose of cognitive behavioral therapy is to change the way you think or perceive about things, so that will have a positive impact on how you feel about things, will ultimately will affect how you behave and act on things. feelings, right? I like to tell people you are all entitled to your emotions, your feelings, and no one can take that from you or take that away from you. Take that away from you. But ultimately, having some control over how you respond to those feelings and emotions. And that really has to start in the beginning of how you think about things, how you receive things. So it's a lot of things. It's some things going on in my life, my personal life that have affected me in some way, and in a negative. I'm not gonna say a negative way, but some like bad news happened, and it kind of messed me up a little bit. But I think ultimately I try to focus on what I control, and that starts with my own thoughts and put myself in a space that I'm able to receive in everything that I encounter. In a better space, not making things so internally about me and more about understanding that this is kind of like the way of the world and things happen. And I can only focus on those small things that I can control. Because if I focus on all of that crap, then I'm gonna drive myself crazy. And that's the same thing for you. So that's my little tidbit for the day. I'm hoping that you can find some peace in it, some you know positivity in it to help you kind of like get yourself in that space to help you be prepared to encounter the unpredictable things that happen in our life. And life ain't easy, man. And I know we try to prepare and be ready for anything that we may encounter, but the truth is you never will be. But what you can do is keep yourself at a balanced space. So when things come in, you're able to receive them, live within them, and be able to continue on with your life to the best of your abilities. We ain't perfect out here. We just trying to do our best. So I hope that's helpful to some people. I could go deeper into cognitive behavior therapy. I could go definitely a little deeper into the 12 universal laws. I'm by no means an expert on either one of the subject. I like to tell you I know a little bit, a lot about a lot of different stuff. You know what I mean? But it's just something that helps bring me balance. So focus over what you have control over, and if you, because doing that, trying to focus on the things you have no control over will stress you out and burn you out. So I hope that's productive to everyone. I hope that helps you guys out. And thank you for tuning in for my first vlog. If no one told you today or this week that they appreciate you, I appreciate you for just watching this video, being in this space, and I hope you'll come back for more things as I upload them. Thanks a lot.